Hi everybody, and thank you so much for joining me here at my Art Life channel. It's really great to have you here because today I'm going to teach you all about Pablo Picasso and create something that looks like this. This is super easy, it's really fun, and it's definitely a classroom favorite of all the kids that I teach. So come along with me and I'll teach you how to do this today. While you're here, make sure you like, comment and subscribe because it really helps out my channel and it gets me to make more art for you guys. And if you're really liking this channel, please make sure you share it with other teachers or art teachers or parents or friends and things like that, because it'd be great to share art throughout the world and show all the cool things that you can do with some simple materials. What you'll need for this task is some simple art materials. You'll need some plain white paper as well as a coloured piece of paper. I'm working on A4 today, however, I most of the time will do this task on A3 paper. You'll also need a grey lead pencil to draw and some colouring in materials. Today I'm using oil pastels, but you could probably use really whatever you want. So grab your basic art materials, set up, and we'll get started! Today's drawing task is inspired by the great Pablo Picasso, arguably one of the most famous artists of all time. Now, the cool thing about Picasso was that most of the time he would create abstract art. So did you know what abstract means? Not real. Awesome. So abstract is the opposite of realistic. If something is realistic, it looks real. So abstract means it kind of looks a bit unreal, a little bit weird, and Picasso was great at that. He would actually use shapes to influence portraits. That means he would use things like geometric shapes that we know, simplifying someone's face and turning these shapes into a portrait. And today we're going to have a go at doing something just like that. So on your piece of white paper, we're going to start with one big geometric shape. This can be whatever shape you like, but whichever one you do, draw it as neat as you can, nice and big on your piece of paper. I'm going to choose to do, I might do a triangle today. You can use a ruler if you want to. I'm just going to draw freehand. And notice my shape is taking up most of my page. I want it nice and big. You can do whatever geometric shape you like. Delilah's also chosen to do a triangle, however this triangle's super tiny, isn't it, sweetie? Can we try that again and try and draw it as big as you can this time? Alrighty. Awesome. Awesome. For the next step, what we're going to do is turn this into a Picasso style artwork, which means we're going to have a go at drawing a nose using a line. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to start at the very, very top of my shape, and I'm going to bring a line down all the way down to the bottom of my shape, but it needs to look like a nose. So I'm going to go boing and then down. Can you see that? So whatever shape you have, start at the very top, draw a nose, but make the line touch the bottom of your shape. Now we're going to make it really Picasso-y. That means when we're doing the facial features, we can put them wherever we want. They don't have to be here and here like a normal face. They can be upside down, they can be down here, they can be over here, they can be coming off the face. Picasso used to put all the facial features pretty much wherever he wanted. But remember, we're not making an alien. So we're not doing 15 eyes. We're going to do 2 eyes because people have 2 eyes, but
I want to do an alien.
but you can put them wherever you want on your face. I'm going to choose to do my eye half off my triangle here I'm going to do a bit of a football shape. Can you see that there? Then I'm going to do a big circle on the inside and a smaller circle. You can add details like an eyelid or some eyelashes.
Yeah.
If you like, you don't have to add those details, but no matter what you do, try to draw it really big. That will help you with the next step. So I'm going to do one eye and I'm going to do another eye over here, but it's going to be closed. So go ahead and draw your two eyes wherever you like on your geometric shape. Remember my tip, make them as big as you can. Another thing we need is a mouth. Now you can choose to do whatever type of mouth you like. Again, you can put it wherever you want. Picasso did like to draw mouths that were kind of jazzy like that. You can just draw a line if you want to, but remember some other facial features like nostrils you can add. You can do some eyebrows if you want to. You can even do some abstract ears and even some crazy things like earrings. So add in some crazy facial features and some little details to make your artwork unique and maybe even a little bit different to mine.
Mom, I'm happy with mine.
Good.
That's because I did a little silly.
Okay.
These earrings.
They're great earrings. You can do normal looking ears, or the idea is to look abstract. Okay. That's Harriet making that racket. She's crawling around on the floor at the moment. All right, so for the last detail of our Picasso style face, we need some hair. Now, the idea is that we're going to draw some hair, not like each strand of hair like this. Sometimes that can make our art look a little bit messy. We're going to use one line to create our hair. We're going to start it here, go all the way around and finish on the other side. Now, your hair can be a crazy line like this. You can have wavy hair, you could have spiky hair and use zigzags. You could use just a straight line or maybe some wavy hair like that. These are some things that you can add to your work to make yours look a little bit interesting and detailed. Today I'm going to do, what can I do? I like swirls, so I'm going to do some spirally kind of wavy hair. Notice it's one line I'm doing. I'm bringing it all the way around to the other side of my artwork and done. There.
Wow.
That's my Picasso style face. I'll just wait for Sadie and Delilah to catch up and then I'll show you step number 2.
Done.
Excellent. What's Harriet doing? Oh, there she is. Hi, baby. Hi, Harriet. Are you looking at yourself in there? Hello, baby. Hi. I need to do this bit. Okay. For the next step, you need to outline your lines to make them nice and bold. Today, I'm going to be using oil pastels to add colour. These are Portfolio brand and they're fantastic quality. It makes them really bright and oily and easy and slippery to colour with. And I'll show you what they look like later, but first I've got a black pastel. You may also choose to use just like a dark colour, like a dark purple or a dark blue. But what I'm doing with my black pastel is going over the lines that I want to keep. Now we can't rub out a pastel, can we? So I need to be super careful to go over my lines. This is a really good skill at drawing neatly over my lines, connecting all my lines together. And any line that you don't want there anymore, like this one that goes through my eye, I'm just not going to draw that. So this is the reason I wanted you to draw everything nice and big, because pastels are thick and it's hard to get detail with such a thick material. Alternatively, if you don't have oil pastels, You could always use textures and outline with a black marker first and then colour in. But you can see here I'm going over all my lines as carefully as I can. Ta-da! All right. Now what I'm going to do is take the time to smudge my lines. Now I'm using my finger to do that, and I'm going in the direction of my drawing. So I don't want my pastel to go everywhere else. I want to just smoothen my lines. You can see I can do that just by rubbing my finger over the top. This is an optional step. You don't have to do this step, but I find it just makes, oh, hi Harriet. I find it just makes everything look a lot smoother and neater.
So fancy. It's beautiful.
Ooh, do your fingers look like that? Now, step number 2 is probably the most important step because it will either make or break your artwork. If you don't outline everything as neat as you can, you might find that it's looking a little bit messy, but do your very, very best. Now, for step number 3, we're just going to colour in, but we don't need to use realistic colours, which means I don't need to do brown hair or, you know, skin colour face, things like that. I'm going to do blue hair. I might even do a green face or a purple face. Now, when it comes to colouring, oh, I can't even talk, Harriet. There you go, Harriet wants to talk to you.
Yes, she does.
I need to get out this instruction, Harriet. Now, it's really important, guys, when colouring, firstly, number 1, make sure you get all of the white gaps. That means that you're not just going, okay, I'm done. You're actually getting all the bits, making sure there's no white behind, and really, really taking lots of time and care to colour in and make it as neat as possible.
Orange face.
And the second thing that's really important when it comes to colouring is that when we're colouring, we need to make sure we don't colour over the top of our black pastel. If I were to colour over the top just like that, that black pastel would completely smudge and mess up my work. So because we have black pastel, we need to be careful to sort of go up to it, but not over the top of it, so that we don't end up with black mushy mess all over our beautiful areas that are meant to be nice and colourful.
Do you like mine? On one side of the hair I did peach and then the other side green, and one part of the face yellow and the other side purple.
Crazy. If you have a look at Pablo Picasso's art, you'll notice that he loves using bright colours. So that is a part of what we're doing today. Choose the brightest colours to make your artwork really crazy and abstract and colourful. What colour should I use now? Let's go green.
Green! Like me!
So it's fine to leave a bit of a border. Just make sure that your cutting is as neat as you possibly can do.
bit hard on the curve.
It is tricky on the curves. Is that your Picasso face? Shapes? Very nice. Awesome colouring and cutting, honey. Very good try. How are you going, Sadie?
Good.
It's a rainy day outside. Yeah, so we're doing some art and crafts. Hoping that this room doesn't flood again, hey?
No. I was trying to cut off something.
Yuck! No! Oh, child, everything in the mouth. Tell me about yours, Sades. Who's it influenced by again? Yeah, Pablo Picasso. Well done. What are you doing?
Writing my name.
On the back. Good.
D-E-L, how's the L?
Yeah.
A line, a tick.
Yeah.
A line, a tick. D-E-L-I, how's the
Yep.
Like in a spot. D-E-L-I, L. How we do an L? A line, a tick. Tick. D.
So it's as simple as that. I hope you had heaps of fun. I sure did, and so did my girls. So please make sure you join me next time for another Art Life episode.